In the vast realm of social media, Twitter has emerged as a powerful platform, connecting individuals across the globe in a matter of seconds. From breaking news to viral trends, the microblogging site has revolutionized the way information is shared and consumed. However, lurking beneath the surface lies a disturbing phenomenon: the alarming rise of white nationalist content. On April the 14th, 2022, Twitter took a surprising turn when Elon Musk became its new owner through a $44 billion transaction. Following this acquisition, there has been an increase in the use of dog-whistling tactics by white nationalists aiming to reach a wider audience and convey hidden messages. It appears that such content receives preferential treatment from the Twitter algorithm. I wonder why. A series of disturbing videos circulated on social media as news broke out about the tragic death of Nahil Mazouk, a 17-year-old French youth who was fatally shot by the police in a Paris suburb. As discussions surrounding these events unfolded on our social media feeds, it became apparent that white nationalist accounts were seizing this opportunity to flex their anti-immigration arguments. For instance, Stu Peters, with his substantial following of 381.1k followers, shared a tweet where he deliberately mistook footage depicting the burning of the Manila Central Post Office, a historical landmark in the Philippines, for the Al-Kaiser Library in Marseille, France, while falsely accusing African migrants of its destruction. If you were to be some basement dweller scrolling through the side of Twitter, you'd probably think there's a race war coming up somewhere. One verified page belonging to Britain First leader Paul Golding even goes as far as to use an unrelated video of a skit by a popular Snapchat influencer named Zepek to allude to the idea that the French, particularly white French individuals, are under attack by dangerous African migrants. At this point, it's crucial to recognize that these migrants, who are simply black and Arab youths, are as French as anyone else. Aside from that, the reaction to the French riots gives you an interesting perspective on how violence is viewed. When people refer to the French Revolution, the use of civil disorder to combat oppressive forces is poetic. Without it, the Republic of France wouldn't even exist, even though it was considered the bloodiest revolution in modern civilization. But because the individuals are now French youths of African descent, the violence is now a problem of immigration. Now it's #France is dying. End Wokeness is a page on Twitter which leans towards this belief in the anti-white rhetoric, and even receives cool comments from Elon Musk. The page attempts to throw a pity party by showing how an AI chat accepts the message, "I'm proud to be black," while completely disregarding the message, "I'm proud to be white." It's not as if AI is some liberal devil on its way to shame a specific group. AI is largely based on existing and new data algorithms. Algorithms and data come from humans. AI technologies typically follow biases that exist, like ones based on race, gender, and age. But regardless, we can look to history in the present day to conclude that white pride has never had positive connotations. A simple Google search of white pride shows people expressing racial superiority over others. You can't be surprised that computer algorithms would view the phrase as problematic. In March 2015, the slogan was chanted along with white power by up to 100 neo-Nazis rallying in Manchester, United Kingdom. Problematic, isn't it? They also raised the argument that black pride is problematic. Why is it okay for black people to say, "I'm proud of my race," but when I do, I'm racist? I'm not responsible for the sins of people before me. Let's put this into context, historical context, or whatever. Black pride seeks to address and challenge the pervasive issue of anti-blackness that persists in society. It encompasses both overt and subtle forms of racism, ranging from explicit acts of violence to insidious microaggressions. Black pride serves as a response to this deep-rooted anti-blackness. It is a celebration and affirmation of black culture, heritage, and achievement. It aims to counteract the negative narratives that have been perpetuated about black people throughout history. I mean, imagine being a kid back in the day, watching those old Disney cartoons depicting you in the most insane ways. Imagine having individuals come up with racial pseudoscience to prove that you are inferior in all capacities. Black pride does not promote superiority or exclusion. There was a time where the Italians and the Irish weren't considered white. Heck, Asian Indians were considered white. So why would you need this random label to represent you? Scotland is a white country. Nobody is opposed to Scottish pride. There's no doubt that this group doesn't hold the highest regards when it comes to historical accuracy. Their entire identity assumes that other people are inferior to them. There's an unfortunate fact that in real life, as well as on the internet, African history is sometimes viewed through a, Western revisionist lens. And that results in the creation of some of the most bogus claims ever made. Like this picture here.
The modern Negro genetic ancestry all comes from this area, where there is not one stone structure built before invasion or colonization by Europeans and Arabs.
Not true. The Tishit civilization in modern-day Mali is West Africa's oldest complex society, with the earliest domestication of African cereals, dry stone architecture, urbanism, rank settlement, and iron smelting.
Negroes had no written languages.
Come on, man. Anyways, invented in 1833 in Liberia, the Vai script is one of Africa's indigenous writing systems. King Ibrahim Njoya was 17th in the long dynasty of kings, a brilliant intellectual and African Renaissance man. He invented an African writing system to document the history of his people. This drawing here shows him demonstrating the script to a group of his ministers. Alright. I'm gonna end this video right here. I can't be asked to go any deeper, man. The rise of white nationalist content is a concerning trend. Tweets that have no factual basis garner significant attention and leaves many people open to extremist views. It's quite obvious that white nationalists embody every little thing they accuse SJWs of. It's honestly so pathetic.